So getting a very important wicket, the wicket of Chris Gayle. Ahmed Zai bowling the first one, a maiden. This over was a touch expensive. Darvesh Rasuli comes in at number 3. Good opportunity for the young man. He's got a strike rate of 91 in his T20 career, and he's here because of this.
Yeah, well, they've bowled full and usually straight. This one, of course, had a little bit of width. Gayle saw it, said, I'm going to go for this. And despite the fact that he changed his bat, didn't quite get the sweet spot. Sikandar Raza backpedaled just a bit, and Gayle very disappointed. So would, of course, be bulk legends, but this is surprising. New man in, Darvish Rasool comes in at the only new man in, Darvish Rasool comes in at number 3. And Mohammad Sardar, well, I didn't quite put in the dive, but I think it went very quickly. It could have been 2 and 2 for Ahmed Zai, not to be.
Had there been a slip, that would have been gone up. Tough for the keeper, never easy. That was really flashed hard by Rasuli. Good line once again from Ahmed Zai, flashing hard. Not much of feet movement there, resulting in a 4. Just glued to the crease there. The back foot just planted out there. Not moving it back and across.
Well, lots of these Afghanistan batsmen love to hit the ball hard. A little short on footwork, but in T20, I suppose you can't argue. Much better. So, wicket taking over, even though it was a touch expensive. 32 for 1 after 5.
But he found the gap, and in the power play, with only a couple of fielders outside the 30-yard circle, he gets value for his shot. Alistair Campbell alongside me. Good afternoon, Alistair.
Afternoon, Brian. Afternoon, everybody. Yeah, they need a few of these. Just think it'll become more and more difficult to score as the ball gets older and the spinners come into play. So you've got to make sure you're taking advantage of the first 6 overs when the ball's new, and obviously you have the field result.
Again, as Alistair
able to put the slide in, and seen Sikandar Raza pull off a brilliant piece of fielding. That
just basically create. Ball went right.
And getting down there trying to make the save. This day and age, fast bowlers are so athletic, and he'll need to work on that as he progresses. Well and truly
out to try and snip Alistair. He wasn't moving into the ball, which is why he spooned the ball up.
Yeah, just looking for some length there. Right.
And that was in the same bracket. Munro goes, and Bolker 2 down.
Sensational stuff from
in at number 4. And this is why he's here.
What a catch this is. Punched back. He had to put in the big
Zealand earlier this year. We've got a change of bowling. Sharhuddin from the Sharjah. On strike now, and you see in your myteam11.com side where you can create your own What a record. Played all around the world in 20. Would you be happy if you were a Bulk Legends support staff or player?
Well, that's what I said. I'd be interested to see what they think is a good score on here, or something that back themselves to defend. And I think at the moment they probably set something around about that 150 mark, and the key is not to be too greedy and lose too many wickets, and then suddenly you only get to 120, 130. So up and then play the odd shot. Greedy. That seems to be their method at this stage, remaining until the halfway stage. This time he smears it away on the leg side, picks the gap beautifully, boundary to end the over, so 10 bowled, 73 for 2.
Just trying to stay a partnership here. Ashraf conceding 8 runs in his a few early wickets. Chris Gayle couldn't muster too many runs, but the bowling, especially the spinners, doing a very good job here for the Panthers. Nicely played. Man, the D will just cut it off. One more run here. Last ball, previous over, was a very good shot there. Knew exactly what he was doing. He's playing in the gap. Tendulkar has really batted well so far in this league. And with me in the comm box once again, Charu. Welcome, Charu.
Thanks, Ajay. Well, they're surviving after losing their big 2. No more losses, just those 2 wickets, and they've got just the right men at the crease right now. Ryan Deshkarte, very inventive, hard-hitting, runs very well between the wickets. And we know that he's not likely to be making too many errors, but therefore the more impressive performance really has been Rasuli, who is getting his first game here, preferred over Usman Ghani, who got plenty of opportunities. He's no longer in the Bulk Legends side. And Rasuli is matching Deshkarte shot for shot. Jumps out, just about gets to it, and then, wow, the strength of that, way onto the roof of the pavilion. I thought he was caught just short of the pitch, but, oh boy, he went through with it. And Deshkarte comes up with a superb Spagiza.
Oh, he's got the power. He's been in great touch. Tendulkar coming. He's been in great touch. Tendulkar coming down the track, very nimble-footed, knew exactly what he was doing. Great connection. Really lend the support in the middle order. He's really batted well here for the Bulk Legends. He's been the key batsman, the most consistent batsman for them. And Mohammad Nabi would like that. He just continues. He's got to start once again.
Yeah! Oh, did it get the pass? You just hit a brilliant 6 over the pavilion roof. That's got to be a 100-meter shot. And then tries to be a little inventive, and which is fine when you pull it off. When you don't, it just, you know, there's a feeling of extreme distress, I'm sure, in the dugout.
Anton Devsic, he's done a very good job. 239 runs for him. The most runs.
And goes for it again. Lower, straight to long off. Good only for a single. From the Bulk perspective, a shame. Did try and get underneath that, Darvish, but So Samila gets away with that no ball. To an extent, of course, he did give a 6 off the no ball, but not off the free hit.
On the on side, a few boundary riders on the on, long on, deep mid wicket, deep square like the fine leg field inside the circle. You can see that field setting up on the on side. 3 boundary riders, then he's got a deep cover. No fielder extra cover inside the circle. So always opportunity for a single there. That's exactly what he's done on that occasion. But this partnership has been a good one.
So 8 overs and a bit left. They're at 94. If Deshkarte stays there, they're stitching a nice partnership together. Mohammad Nabi still to come over. Backward point. Well, there's no solution for that. How many players can you have at the boundary line? So another boundary for Deshkarte. They're targeting what they might end up with.
Partnership brought them right back.
Oh, the surface is going to... Maybe 180 ought to be par. A 100 for 2.
It's been a very good partnership. 50 of 34. Just see the strike rate. That's important. 147. Rasuli looking good. He's made some contribution. Deshkarte, of course, he's been in great form. So for 2 overs, 90.
Mid wicket was getting deep. Mid wicket was getting underneath it. Oh, just brilliant. What a strike. Rasul, there he goes. Clears the left foot.
Fog maximum. Let's go down to Brian.
Thanks very much. Well, I'm delighted to say that we've got the coach of the Balk Legends, Simon Helmont, with us down here. Simon, apart from the last few shots we've seen, it's been a relatively conservative approach early on.
For us to get some partnerships early. We've also recognised that dot balls and singles aren't really that significant in this competition. As 6s and 4s, and Paktia have been the best. They've hit 45 6s for the competition so far.
Well, these pitches, we've just played on the 2 pitches so far, so are they getting a little bit tired?
Oh, absolutely, but I just think what an unbelievable effort from the ground staff to have the grounds, the outfield for one, but also the pitches in such great condition that you can still score boundaries. I'd expect the totals are going to be slightly lower as the season, as the tournament progresses, but look to the ground staff, I take my hat off, they've done a great job.
Have you set yourself a target today in the dressing room when players have come back into the dressing room after they've batted? They've obviously given you feedback on what the surface is like.
Yeah, communication's the key, and we've spoken about that more, Brian, today than any other day. So Munners came back with information, it's lower and slower, so don't worry if you get bogged down, you'll get your chance at some stage.
Dann genau. Jetzt die Halbzeit jetzt wird für uns vielleicht ein bisschen angenehmer zu sehen, weil wir können ganz genau erkennen, wer dann welchen Kurs abgibt.
You've mentioned about your IPL work, obviously, here in this tournament. You've worked in the CPL, you've worked in the Big Bash as well. A first tournament this, how do you see it panning out as an inaugural event?
Look, I had no idea what to expect, overwhelmed with the, like I said, the domestic talent, but also the experience of the international Afghan players guiding it. Exciting.
Simon, thank you very much indeed for being with us, and up to the commentary box now.
Yes, very right, Simon. He's really good against spin. Lastly reaches down the leg side, wide the call as well.
Lucky that was wide of leg stump. Which is why he's just lost his line for sure, and even his length.
Once again,
dort retten, aber nur über die Seitenauslinie bringen. Insofern Einwurf für die Lubmine, was wir wahrscheinlich gleich wieder als Pressing-Situation nutzen werden.
Genau. Die Lubmine auch mit einem Wechsel. Ich weiß jetzt nicht, wer rausgegangen ist, aber wer mir gerade insbesondere aufgefallen ist, da ist der Mann beim Schiedsrichter, die Nummer 15, Erik Michaelis. Sieht nicht so fit aus, möchte ich sagen, hier vorne.
Ja.
Ist dann aber der Brecher da hinten die Bälle rausschlagen soll jetzt wahrscheinlich, damit es keine 13 Gegentore werden.
Das könnte ich mir durchaus vorstellen. Will man ja auch nicht. Denn sie wollen ja nicht noch diesen Rekord dann knacken. Jetzt Anton Donker, schön, der Pass geht da an Freund und Feind vorbei. Aber das war noch eine ungewöhnliche Rettungsaktion. Aber das musste er schon machen, weil sonst Willi AFGH natürlich dort zur Stelle gewesen wäre und die Murmel da versenkt hätte. Und ich glaube auch Willi möchte hier noch sein Törchen machen. Also bisher ja lauter Stürmertore, 2 Breyer, 3 Williams.
Wo du sagst, fast.
Ja, wollte ich gerade sagen, das war's.
Schöner Schuss da von Willi AFGH, der sich jetzt in der Sturmspitze orientiert, wovor Pascal Breyer gespielt hat, auf Pascal Breyer Position jetzt Willi AFGH und Merve Biancardi nimmt die Position von Willi ein. Ich weiß gar nicht, der wievielte Abstoß ist das jetzt mittlerweile von dem Lubminer Torwart?
Acercamos al profe Aragonés, que está por acá también, para tener sus impresiones de lo que hemos tenido en este partido, lo que tenemos en el momento. Profe, ¿cómo está? Bienvenido para Bolivia TV. ¿Cómo está viendo el partido, profe?
Muy lindo, un gran espectáculo, muy lindos goles. Indudablemente los kilitos de más ya pesan, mucha más lentitud hay en el juego, pero la calidad está intacta, ¿no?
¿Qué gol el Echeverri?
El Echeverri, un gol para enmarcarlo, ¿no? Realmente impresionante, todos lo gritamos y qué emocionante ver a todos los chicos jugando con muchas ganas, con mucho ímpetu, y el equipo rojo también, ¿no? Demostrando sus cualidades.
Una pelota nos une, ¿no?
Sí, así es, así es. Yo creo que esta